The United States Mint has been striking coins for well over 230 years now, and over that long and storied history there has been one constant. No coins are more sought after than United States Mint mistakes. Whether they are type coins, varieties, or true blue US Mint mistakes, no coins are more sought after than those rare error pieces. And tonight we have one of the most popular error coins in all of collecting, one of the original error coins. While everyone's aware of those 2007 godless dollars and that 1909 VDB Lincoln cent rollout fiasco, this was the US Mint mistake that was so momentous it actually birthed a phrase. I'm just joshing you. I'm of course talking about the 1883 Liberty Nickels, or as collectors have grown to call them, the Racketeer Liberty Nickels. And you see, the major problem with this coin was, while it looked beautiful, you can see right here, nowhere on the coin does it say the word cents. And unfortunately, some less than nice members of the community figured out that with a little bit of elbow grease and a whole bunch of gold plating, they could make this 5-cent coin miraculously turn into this, what looks like to many shopkeepers of the day to be the $5 gold coin that was in circulation. And we're talking about 1883. A lot of shopkeepers weren't seeing that many of these $5 gold coins because $5 back then was a hefty sum. So when they walked in and tried to pay with this, they would assume they weren't being lied to and give them their change. This would go on for almost half the calendar year until a man known as Josh Tatum would finally be caught and brought to court. But more on that and how we ended up getting off scot-free in a second. This stunning two-piece set contains one uncirculated Racketeer nickel from 1883 without cents, and then one circulated gold-plated version that we have put together to help you recreate the exact same coins that they used to get over on their shopkeepers back in 1883. This stunning two-piece set is item number 905-11215. That's 905-11-21-5. And our two-piece set with our uncirculated and gold-plated circulated Racketeer nickels are just $69.95 while they last. At that price, we are more than $60 less than our competitors' prices for the same two-piece set, and our coins are also going to arrive in the beautiful Defender holders. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head on over to our website. It's abccoins.com. Then once you're there, you'll see a search bar on the right-hand side of the page. Click on that, and then type in 905-11215. Again, that's 905-11-21-5. And grab yourself a two-piece set of the most iconic US Mint mistake in their history. Now, let's go back to 1883 and explain why this became such a famous mistake. You see, while many different people across the country were doing this whole gold plating and then lying to shopkeepers thing, there was one notorious case where while getting caught doing it, the person involved never even saw a single day inside jail. And that was because his lawyer was able to argue he actually did nothing wrong. Now you see, this is the story of a man known as Josh Tatum. He was a deaf mute from up in the Boston area who realized very quickly that these nickels looked a lot like that gold coin he had seen a few weeks prior. So he went to a secondhand jeweler and a pawnbroker that he knew, who were a little bit less than reputable, let's say. He was able to convince them to plate 1,000 of these new nickels in a gold-like material. And at the time, he would then go to a shop, buy a 5-cent cigar or something else less than 10 cents, and then just slap that quote-unquote gold coin on the counter and patiently wait for his change. So for what was really a 5-cent coin, he was getting anywhere from $4.90 to $4.99 back. Straight up highway robbery. And it didn't just stop with those first 1,000 coins. He did this so much, he was able to establish a small fortune of 15,000 regular dollars, not fake gold-plated ones. $15,000 in cash with anywhere from 20 to 30,000 more of these fake nickels in his possession. He clearly was not going to be stopping anytime soon. Now see, here's where the kicker came in. As a deaf mute, his lawyer argued to a judge he never told them it was a $5 coin. And it is not a crime to not correct somebody else's mistake. And it was in fact the shopkeepers who had robbed themselves, not Josh. While the judge was irate at this response, as were the jury and other people in the courtroom, they had a point. It was not a crime to not correct them giving you improper change. However, one quick fallout from this case would be a new law that made it illegal to deface any United States coinage. So he couldn't go make any more of these nickels and then try his hand at a shopkeeper who didn't get the paper that month and hear about this insane story. All said and done, Josh walked scot-free. And it created another pun. "I was just joshing you" would forever be coined in the American lexicon. And it would become synonymous with meaning I wasn't being truthful, I was just joking, don't take it so seriously, or you might rob yourself blind, I guess was the pun they were trying to make there. These stunning coins are living, breathing pieces of United States mint history, and are so hard to find today that when you can find the Racketeer nickel without cents in uncirculated condition by itself, it's going to cost you anywhere from $90 to $100. Our two-piece set with one of those uncirculated Racketeer nickels is just $69.95. That means you were going to save $30 versus the price of just one coin with our competitors, and you're also going to get this gold-plated, no-cents Liberty nickel, the Racketeer nickel as it's called today by collectors. That means if you bought both of these coins with our competition, you're paying upwards of $130 to $150 for this two-piece set. We are at least $60 less at just $69.95, and our coins are also going to arrive in the beautiful Defender holders. Each of these coins are 141 years old, making them living, breathing pieces of U.S. mint history, and their status as the most famous error coin in history have made them highly sought after collector's pieces, and they will be highly sought after collector's pieces for a long time coming. If there's anything we've noticed over the last few years with the United States Mint, is that the original coins have become more sought after than ever before. We saw it with the Morgan and Peace dollars when they came out, and we saw it with the introduction of the new Kennedy half dollars and their special finishes. These were one of the original U.S. Mint, wait, what did they do coins? That enraptured the entire country. And you can get yours tonight for just $69.95 each. That being said, we have a lot of other coins to show you tonight, so let's move on and see what we have coming up next.